please put them in the question Q&A. It's very important that we have an understanding. Peradventure, we have those that have joined newly. Okay. Peradventure, we have those that have joined newly, or those that have any concerns whatsoever as relating to whatever that we can answer here. It's time for the Q&A section now, please. So if you have any questions, please put it in the Q&A section. Okay, it's empty at the moment.
Okay, I've just switched it on, so if you want to just have a chat,
okay,
and then anybody then can bring in a few questions as we go along. So.
Yeah. And no questions. So that means we're all, clued up in whatever is happening, in everything that is happening. Okay.
I think people can also give their excitement of. Can you hear me?
Yeah, excitement.
I was just suggesting that people could also give their excitement, their experience.
You can also share what your excitement, of your experience is or was when you got to see or heard about the background, and if you've been testing it between your groups, networks as well. It's very important for you to let us know about that pending when we have any questions. If we don't have any questions, that means that is excellent. That means we are clued up in every area that we need to be clued up in, so we don't need to ask questions if that's the case.
I can just tell you that I'm just.
So does anyone want to share their experience? Okay. Okay, there's the first question here says, can we still send inviting link? Still, definitely. Yes, we can. That one I can answer. we can still send inviting link, which is the invitation link. Yes, you can send it. Once you know the person's email, you can do that. You can also copy that and send it via maybe Messenger, WhatsApp, or which other channel you want to send it through. So we can still do that. So that one is a definite one. And depending on whether it's on the phone or on the laptop, because I've tried both. I've used both phone. You can still do it on the phone. You can do it also on your laptop or desktop as well. The other question, how do we find the background, please, on phone? Ooh. So that one, it depends on the kind of phone you are using. If I'll leave that one to the old tech pros, because I use Samsung, so I can only talk about Samsung phone.
Yeah, I really
so
use
how do we find the background on the phone?
Let me see.
Because it depends on the phone. Everybody's phone is different, so I can't say it's the same for every phone.
I have an iPhone, so I'm just trying to navigate through. So if there's another question, once I navigate through, and then I'll come back and tell them.
Okay, then and then come back. Okay, thank you, Uncle Bob. The next question says, and what is? Oh, okay. Someone is asking the amount of subscription and registration. Okay, Juliet Fabry. What is the amount of subscription and registration? Does Brapita, do you want to take that, please?
I'm not quite sure what she's asking there, but I mean, at the moment we're not.
I'm not sure whether we're not subscribing to anything yet.
No.
Are we? Registration, they need to ask. I don't know whether they're already an affiliate or not an affiliate. If you are not an affiliate, Juliet, you need to ask them for a link. Then you'll be able to register. As for subscription to the product, so if you go back to the person that invited you to this meeting, you can ask them for the link and then you can register. Once you've registered, then you are to be able to use the three free product, which is ONET, OMail, and OTRIM. And then you can also have the trial period for OConnect as well as OTracker as well. Okay. Was my answer correct there, Brad
Yeah, yeah,
Vincent
that's
or
great.
Brad Bob? So please
Mm.
make sure. Okay, thank you. So the next question. Um,
Um, there's no more
oh, okay.
questions
Some
there at the
people are
moment.
still chatting in the
Yeah,
Q&A. Can we please stop this? No, yeah, no more questions. It's just people chatting. Can you please? Is it Ariel? God's time and Juliet and can you? Because I can see Brad John saying, "Can you stop chatting in the Q&A section, please? Take it to the group and continue your chatting there, okay, please."
yeah,
Thank you,
John's
Brad
just
John. I can see that you are on it. Thank you. Yeah. There are no questions there. They're just people chatting.
yeah.
So, as for those who are here, just in case, peradventure, because of Juliet that was asking that question about registration, subscription, we are not subscribing to anything yet. But if you are considering becoming an affiliate, whoever invited you to this webinar, go back to them, ask them for their link. Once you ask them for their link, they will, just guide you step by step on how to do your registration there. Then once you've done that, you have access to the three free products, and then you can also go once you've done that, subscribe to the all connects free trial period and see how the product is. Then you can use the product for the free time that you need to use it until when there's another cycle of subscription to be paid, then you'll be able to do that. So as of the moment, there's nothing like that going on. So just remember, whoever invited you, if you are someone that is just curious, you've come to the webinar, you are welcome. But go back to whoever invited you to the webinar and ask for their link, ecosystem link, please. Thank you. They're still chatting in here. So that means someone is asking, when do they start earning? Oh, okay. Do- Does anyone want to answer
Shall
that,
I? Shall I?
please?
Yeah.
Yeah,
When do
go
you
for it.
Shall I
start
take that one for
earning?
you?
Yes, Brad Andy.
Um,
Thank you.
we as many of you know, we have had some issues with the merchants being able to take money in and pay money out. Now, Ash has been working on this for a considerable time now. It is a third party. It's not to do with OnPassive. We are using the company to provide these services. The problem has been that the merchant has withheld a certain amount of money from OnPassive, but OnPassive has paid the commissions to the merchant. The merchant hasn't released them yet. So some people have had some commissions, some people have not. Now, as far as earning is concerned, once the merchant has been cleared and sorted, and we go fully live with our commercial version of OConnect as we've got, then we shall start seeing customers coming in. And those customers, if they're buying a product or they're paying for a product, bearing in mind, for me mentioned, there are several products in the ecosystem that are free of charge. But the marketing campaigns are going to be aiming at people that are looking to utilize a video conferencing platform. So the likelihood is that we're going to be taking on a sizable number of customers. Each of those customers, if they fall into your group, will pay you a commission. Now, we don't know the exact value or cost of the packages yet, because Ash has said that they may well offer monthly, quarterly, half yearly, annual subscriptions, depending upon how many attendees you are going to require for your business. So at this stage, we don't know. But as a guess, no, that's wrong. As an example, let's say, for example, that the commission, the cost for OConnect is $50 a month. The first customer that comes in and falls into your customer base, you will get that $50 back. The next and subsequent customers that come in and also buy OConnect will give you 25%, £12.50. Okay, so and that becomes then your £12.50 becomes a monthly subscription or a monthly income from those other customers. So it starts to build up a residual income. I love the way this background is kind of rocking and rolling. I may well take that off actually, but hopefully that helps.
Okay, we have now got a few questions in the chat now, Fumi.
Okay.
I'll put one on. I'll put this one on.
Okay,
I can
I
answer
can
this
see
one
there.
So,
okay.
Okay. How can I find my recording? Okay. I'm taking it. He's talking about the recording in OConnect. If you go to OConnect, as you go into OConnect, on the left-hand side, there's a column that's dropping down. If you click on the tab that says Events, okay, once you've clicked on the tab Events, okay, if you look over to your right side of the screen, okay, and you click on
View.
No, Schedule.
Schedule.
Okay, yeah, you click on schedule, then a field will drop down, and then you'll see the recordings there. But you've got to click on the view, and a box will come up in the middle of the screen, and you will see the recording in the box in the screen. So go to your OConnect. As soon as you're in your OConnect, look down the left-hand side. Okay, there's boxes with different, obviously, tabs. Click on the event tab. Once you click on the event tab, you go across to the right on top of your screen, okay, and you click on the schedule. You'll see there's a box that says schedule. Click on the schedule, okay, then you'll find your recordings there in the schedule, okay, and then what you do then is you click on the view next to your recordings. A box will appear and you'll see recordings obviously there in the box, and you just click on them and download them to your computer.
Okay.
Peter, may I add to that, please? Marty has a video as to how to step by step. I will post the link in the chat.
Yeah, that'd be great. Yeah, I did know he did. Yeah, so that'd be good if you do that. Right, there's another few questions here now.
Also, Peter, I'm trying to. I have
there was
my
a question.
I have my cell phone. I'm connected to my cell phone my iPhone to try to respond to that question on how to do your virtual background. Right, so I'm connected right now, Peter. It seems like as an attendee, I don't have the more options. So I don't know if you want to bring me into the panel. Let me see if I'm going to see more options where I'll see the options to add the background. Then I can walk them through.
You mean share the screen? You mean, Bob?
No. Just go to attendee. You see me another Bob, and then just try to bring me to the panel.
Oh, I see. I've got you. Let me
so that I would have.
Let me take this one. There was a question before that one.
Before we go, Bob, I'm going to have to stop the questions and answers.
There was a question.
Yes.
When you finish.
So let me.
Okay, we can do this at the end. So don't
because I'm going to lose the questions if I do that. Yeah. So I'll bring you on at the end so we can sort that one out. Okay. Sorry. So let me just see if I can see the other.
Okay.
Right,
there was a question before then.
Okay,
well, in the meantime, while Brad Peter is looking for that question, there was one here that's someone was asking that if they had someone that was not an affiliate, can they actually come to the webinar with the attendee link to join our webinar if the founder or send him the attendee link?
Of course.
Yes.
At the end of the day, they're going to, if it gets sent to when they register, don't they? Because they're going to need to get to use OConnect.
Yes.
So yeah, absolutely.
Mail. Yeah.
They will have to register, create an account, have an OMail ID,
definitely,
and then
they
they
have
can
to
use
sign
that to
into
log in.
OMail for OMail
Yes.
accounts. Yeah.
Yeah, they still have to get an OMail first.
Yes,
the only one I can find in the moment. I'll put this one up first. Okay.
There was one. Okay. Okay. From a new user that attended a No Connect was wondering about their security with their OMail address being seen by everyone in the webinar. Will this be gone soon after all will be verified? There was one before this one as well, and it was one important question as well. So what's going to happen as relating to the OMail address, security of their OMail? They're concerned about their OMail address being seen by everyone in the webinar.
As far as I'm aware, right, I'm not sure where she's parent is saying that the email address comes up, but if you're an attendee, you can change your name. You should be able to change your name rather than actually have the email address show up.
It could be that the OMail address was there before, isn't it?
No, where you see,
was logging in.
If you click on the attendee and you see where you have your name, you click on the name, you will see the email address on the person.
Oh.
All right.
Okay.
That's what she's talking about.
So she's asking whether it's going to be there now, or as soon as we are all verified, is it going to stay as well?
May I say something, please?
Yes.
Yes, Mino.
I made a note of that question and I'm going to relay it to Marty.
Okay. Okay.
Thank you.
Okay.
I've gone through all these questions, Sir Fumi, and there's only those that I've put up. I can't find the other ones that you're talking about. I've read them all.
Okay, there was one before that one. Okay, this one says, can an invitee who is not yet registered with OnPassive? Okay, we've already answered that one. Yeah. Invited by a member, but there was one before it. I don't know whether it's something similar, but
I don't think it is. I think it was an answer to John. John's telling people not to chat, and I think it's just an answer to those.
Okay.
I've read through them all, and those are the only ones we've got at the moment.
Okay.
Thank you very much. If we've not read your question out, please put it again in the chat, because the chat's going up pretty quick now.
I mean, in the Q&A.
So in the Q&A, sorry, yeah. So if you want to repost your question, then we'll be able to grab it again. So if it hasn't been answered.
Peter, you need to bring back in Brad John. He's been bumped out.
Oh,
Brad
right,
John,
okay.
You need to bring him back in, please.
My understanding is that when the Q&A is open, there is no access to the list of participants to bring anybody in.
I can't bring him in at the moment.
Unless you take it away from Q&A, put it on chat so that we can access the person, then plug it again.
But Peter, you can
because there are no questions at the moment.
Speaker, Peter, you can give the speaker link directly to John. He can come in.
Yeah, I've taken it off now because there was no other questions there. But
I can send that
obviously,
link.
I just say that there's obviously not many questions being asked. So what I would suggest now is I will bring obviously John. I'm gonna pass it over to Rob now because I'm going to bring him back on his second so he can answer that question again. And then I'll bring the question and answers up again.
Okay.
Is that okay?
Okay. So so
okay.
So let me just bring you in again on that second phone then, Bob.
Okay, let me do what I wanted you to do. Since I have access now, let me find myself.
You're the attendees again, are you?
I'm also logged in as attendee. So
So what's the name in the attendee, Bob? Oh, I got you.
Takusi, yeah.
Uh,
Still Robert Takusi. So let's see.
While Bob's doing that, my experience was that when the Q&A chat was up, we could not access the regular group chat. No. And I don't know if the so that was probably the frustration of people not having anywhere else to type.
It's saying that, Peter, it's saying that I'm already joined with another device, so I cannot come in, and it's the same. Okay, let me sign in with a different account. Because
I just brought John in.
Let me sign in.
Okay, thank you, Stamano.
Yes, Gene's right. We used to be able to access the group chat when the Q&A was on, but last couple of weeks now, we cannot do it. That's what I was saying. Today, we were hoping we might be able to, but I don't think we're able to yet.
Okay, yeah, so I'll refresh because I couldn't get Bob in, but he's obviously explained. So
hold on, I'm logging in with a different account.
Okay, all right. I'll I'll activate the question and answer again after Bob. So if anybody wants to answer a question, if you just hang on for a second, we'll get this question answered with Bob, and then we can roll on then. So.
I wanted to just share a helpful hint, if I may.
Yep.
If you are live streaming to YouTube and you are the host, you control what the live stream audience sees. So when you're using the chat or using the participant list and you're looking at your participant list as a host, the live stream audience will see this. This means that they will see the email addresses of the people on the participant list. They will also see when you bring people into the speaker, from attendee to speaker, when you enable the request speaker functionality, automatically when you accept people, their email address shows as well. So what I've done as a workaround for temporarily, I'm sure this will change over time. This is a work in progress anyway, but for now, what I do is I change the view of the live stream audience to another tab. I click on another tab. I personally just open OnPassive.com. And every time somebody wants to come in to be a speaker, I switch to the OConnect view. When that's done, I go back to the webinar view. I switch back and forth during the whole webinar to preserve the privacy of those coming in to the speaker. And it seems to work well. It's kind of a hassle, but it works. Also, I never touch the participant list while I'm live streaming on my main device. What I do is I have a secondary device where I have made myself second host, or you can make yourself a co-host. You can look at the participant list on your second device. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So this way you preserve the privacy of the webinar participants, because we don't want the live stream audience to see all of that. Even the chat, because the chat, you don't know what people are going to say. You might have a troll that shows up, and if you're showing the chat to the live streamed audience, it's a bit too late once they've seen the chat. So I never open the chat during the live stream on my main device. I open the chat on my third phone device. So that way, my second phone device, I can look at the participant list. I scroll up and down through the whole webinar to see who has raised their hand, And my third phone device, I have the chat up so I can view the chat readily. So I'm looking at all of these things simultaneously. So those are just workarounds for now. I'm sure things will change, as I said, but this is just for now. Thank you. I hope that was helpful.
But Lynn, don't you get feedback if you're operating 2 or 3 devices at the same time?
Yeah, so what I do is I have this device here where it for my iPhone. So what it does is it has earbuds at the end, right? So that it mutes the sound on my device. And then I was told also that you can actually turn the sound off on your phone device. Is that true? You can actually turn all sound off?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's another easy way.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Then you won't have any feedback. Yeah.
Okay, Bobby, you in?
Yes, so try to find me now
Yeah.
again in Attendee, Peter. I've
Okay.
logged in with a different account.
You got it then, Bob? You in?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
Okay, yes.
Okay. As a feedback.
You want to share the screen, Bob? Is that what you're going to do next, or?
No. I'm gonna do. I'm gonna. Hold on. It's a feedback. Wait here.
Peter, are you still willing to continue recording?
Yes, because we need to try and get the answer to that first question, as in, how do you get the background on your phone? So we want to see what iPhone is like, because everybody has a different phone. But I know most people tend to use iPhone.
Great, thank you.
I don't use iPhone, I use Samsung.
I will be putting the questions and answer back up again just for a few minutes. So if anybody has got a question, be ready to type it in the chat when we go ahead after Bob's done this. Okay.
Because it's something we need to practice, because those that will have access only on their mobile devices at the moment.
Okay, while Bob is doing that, obviously there's a lot of people I know who are obviously founders that haven't actually used OConnect yet. You don't know what you're missing. Okay, if you've got OConnect, if you've got the 2-week free trial as well, try it with your family. It is brilliant, honestly. Once you use it once, you'll want to use it again. So this is a good experience for everybody. As like everybody said, it's going to get better, and this is one of many products. So let's get used to using it, and it's going to be good for the future. You got it, Bob? You're muted. You're muted, Bob.
I don't seem to see the more options on the iPhone, so that's what I'm looking for.
Right, attendee. Okay.
Yeah. So I don't seem to see
because
the
someone
more.
said before that it seems that when you're an attendee, you don't have that option. I don't know whether that's true, because I've not tried that.
I don't see it. Yeah.
I think that what happens is, as an attendee, you don't really have an option to show your background or your video, right? Because you are an attendee. But if you come in as a speaker, you have the AIVBG, but attendees don't have it. And to me, that's kind of logical, because even if they're not going to be able to show their background anyway. Yeah.
Right.
Was it attendee though?
What Peter has done now, he's brought me in as a panelist. So I'm trying to look in my iPhone if I can see that virtual background, but I don't see the option yet. So I'm still playing. I think I will need to play around a little bit to figure it out, and maybe next week.
Was the question for attendees or was it for a speaker box?
Sorry?
If the question was for an attendee.
No, it's for iPhone.
Just ask
I think they're just asking for iPhone generally.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is,
yes.
if they're using OConnect on their iPhone, are they using OConnect in attendee, or are they using it as coming in as a speaker? Because, like Lynch just said, you have got the facility for the background in the speaker on the phone, but as an attendee, you won't have that facility.
Right, but
I think they were asking how can they have a background on their cell phone in general.
In general.
Okay. I have an
Only as a speaker, not as an attendee, because you've got to remember when you're in as an attendee, you're looking at the panel, the speakers that you're looking at, so you will only see the speakers obviously back. You won't see any of the attendees because they're not seen. So if you're in the attendee, you won't see any other attendees there. If you see what I mean, you only see the speakers.
Right.
So but right now, as a speaker on my iPhone, I don't see the more options to select the background.
As a speaker.
Right now.
Yes. So
Lynn has an explanation for that.
I want to explain that I'm on my iPhone as a speaker right now, and on the bottom panel, on the extreme left, there's a AIVBG button. It's to the left of the raise hand button. Look to the left.
Okay, I just end at the raise hand. I don't have anything further to that.
Oh, you don't have anything on the left of that?
No.
Maybe try refreshing, because I'm on as a speaker right now on my iPhone, and it shows it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 buttons to the left of the microphone icon.
Okay, then Lynn, you can explain. Then since you see, because I don't see.
And Anthony, explain that, please.
Sure. So what you're going to do is you're going to click that AIVBG button, and what will pop up?
Anthony, can I stop you, please?
Yeah.
Can I stop you? Can you just explain the fact that this is iPhone, please?
Oh, sure.
Because everybody's phone is different.
Okay, so this is the speaker link that I'm using on an iPhone, not for Android. So anyway, so you click on that AIVBG button, which is on the left side of the buttons on the bottom, and then your AIVBG options pops up. There's a pop-up. It shows you the different categories of the backgrounds. There's a bunch of categories, and you just simply click on one category, and then you can select which particular background you like that is in that category, if any. When you find one that you like, you click on that background, and when you click on that background, a small white circle will appear on the upper left portion of that particular background. You click on that white circle. It's like selecting it, right? And then you click Set AIVBG. It's an orange button on the lower right-hand side. You click Set AIVBG, then that background will pop up behind you. Sometimes it usually, your image takes a while to pop up in front of that background. So just be patient. And if it doesn't, simply refresh and your image will appear in front of that background. If you want to use a custom background, you go back to the categories, which is on the upper side of that thing, right? So go all the way to the right. Some people have a hard time going to the right. There is a small scroll bar, a white, tiny scroll bar that's underneath those categories. You'll have to look very well for it. When you find that scroll bar, you go right all the way to the right. Yeah. If that's how you can also use the right arrow on your keyboard. That also is another option. So whatever works for you, use that option. So the final category on the right is called custom. When you click custom, you'll need to upload a background of your choice. And for me, I cannot select a background that's in my iCloud. It has to be in my photos folder, because I tried and the iCloud doesn't work. So anyway, I click on photos, and then I click on that background that I like, and it will appear in under the word uploads. Okay, so the image will appear. Then you do the same thing. You click on the image, look for the tiny white circle in the upper left section of that background, click on that white circle, and click Set AIVBG.
Yep.
So
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
And
Thank you.
just let you know
Thank you
that.
very much, Anteline. If there's
Okay, you're welcome.
any other person,
Where's she?
if there's anybody else that has, access the background on another kind of phone, they should probably come up and share that as well. Sister Mine was talking earlier on, well, I can see her on a seat now. If you have any other kind of phone, but it's advisable, as we've been
I think
told,
what
to
Lynn
you
had
can
just
access the webinar on the laptop or a desktop for it.
I think what Sister Lynn has just explained for iPhone, he goes with Android phone, because I have Android phone. It's the same process. It's the same.
Yes, it's pretty much the same. I have the Android phone as well. It's pretty much the same. I'm not sure you see when you click on the images and they bring up that nice square of all the different images. I'm not sure if it's as big. I think it's a little smaller on mine, but you can still see what you've uploaded. And also be aware when you get to that point where you're going to click the little circle, you do have to tap on the image to bring those little circles up on the far left, because you got to check that before you can, bring the image up. So just to be aware of that little circle, you have to look for it, because you have to tap on the picture. The little circle on the left up there is there.
I forgot to mention one other thing, is that in order to even use backgrounds, you have to make sure your camera is on. If you try to do it without your camera being on, it won't let you. So make sure you turn your camera on before you even do the backgrounds.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I think we have Melanie hand up.
Thank you, Anteline.
Okay, I'm going to put the questions and answers back up again now, just for a few more minutes.
Look who is here.
We have Melanie hand up. Melanie, can you?
Thank you. Thank you, Marcian. So, Sister Lynn, I was about to say the same thing you said about that little circle, but I think in the improvement, that little circle should be color coded. I believe in colors, and sometimes with a plain thin round circle, it doesn't cut it. It's not everybody sees that, right? So if it's in color code, I think it's more visible to the eyes. And then with the little slider that you would move from left to the right to upload the custom logo, I think there should really be a little button on that little thin line, because it's really not visible. I'm pretty sure it's in the works and they're improving it, but I just wanted to state that, because a lot of people, could not see that little line. It's almost like you have to jig-jag to get to the end, and that would be helpful for every one of us, really and truly.
That's true, Melanie. I was actually using my
Are you able to see? There's a question from Dr. Bill Williams in the chat. Are you able to see that?
Yeah, I'm going to put the chat back up. I'll put that in the chat anyway. So I'm going to put the questions and answers back up. So anybody's got any questions, you've got a couple of minutes, obviously, to put your questions in there. I've got Dr. Bill's. I'll repost that for him.
All righty. Good.
Okay.
Just want to say welcome to Brother Collins.
That's what I was saying. I was saying, look who is here.
Yes.
Hello. Good evening, everyone.
Hi, Collins.
Try to squeeze
Hello,
myself in.
Collins.
Hello, Jean. Hello, Lynn.
For me, my experience with laptop, everybody covered bits and pieces of everything. So
yes.
Yeah. Thank you.
Right. Okay. So publish. Okay, this is a question from Dr. Bill. He said he's uploaded a background photo yesterday, and he did it, and it came up, and it was cut off. Is there a set size to upload, or will it resize the photo itself, basically? Anybody know the answer to that question?
Has anyone done any photos, uploaded any photos at the moment?
I've uploaded them. I've never really had that issue of it not.
Melanie Marco hand is up. Maybe she have done that.
Who's?
Melanie hand is up.
She's just.
Yes.
Yeah, like I said, this is my forte. Okay, I'm sorry. It is 1,280 by 720. That's the correct size. And I think it's a JPEG.
JPEG.
Sister Lynn?
I think normally the
JPEG one.
It's a JPEG.
Yeah. So the 1280 by 720
resize it.
It should
it's a
resize
standard thumbnail. Standard thumbnail size like you use in YouTube, for example, 1280 by 720. So,
yeah.
And JPEG.
Okay.
Okay.
I hope that's answered his question.
I hope Dr. Bill can hear that one. Are there any other questions?
No, nobody else
don't
is
see any
typing
other
in.
question. No.
Okay, so I'll end that now. Okay.
So do we want to take that down, please?
Okay.
We'll go back to those that want to. If you've played with OConnect and the backgrounds and anything that has not been mentioned here and you want to come up with it, please raise your hand. Don't butt in. Thank you. All right. Thank you. If you want to share anything that you've experienced as in
But while we're waiting for people to think
playing
about
with the
it,
backgrounds, playing with OConnect generally. Yeah.
Jimmy Collins is here, so if he wants
Do you
to
have
say a few
anything to
words.
say, Brad Peter? Yeah, do you want
Collins.
to say anything, Brad Collins? While playing with OConnect and the backgrounds, okay, no, he's chilling.
So I have something to say.
He's chilling. So if anybody has, okay, Brad Bob. Okay.
You know, yesterday we had a very interesting session at the Empowerment Network Ute Pro with Comfort. It was quite exhilarating, and Vincent and Oliver were on fire. And Vincent gave us one of his legends yesterday. So I would implore you guys to just go and follow what Vincent said yesterday. It was, it looks like earlier in the day, I think brother Chris Johnson was in their life. He was saying that some people were like, somebody was complaining of waiting and stuff like that. And Vincent had a wonderful response.
Yes.
So if you guys, if you have a moment, please just go and listen to one of Vincent's legends. That's all I want to say. Thank you.
You set the stage on fire, all four of
Thank you, Bravo.
Yes.
Thank you very much, Bravo. For those that will go and listen to that, please make sure you go and listen to, especially the person that asked the question today. When are they going to be earning something? So I want you to also go and listen to that as well, because it will give you a good picture, holistic one, not just specific one, of the details of what is happening. You need to listen to that. Does anybody else want to share anything as relating to OConnect, the backgrounds, OConnect generally? Please just raise your hand. Who else?
So my hand is up.
Go for it, Collins.
Okay, Brad Collins.
Yeah. I just want to greet everyone. Yeah, I know I'm in Holland, yeah, but it's still okay. Can still squeeze time to to attend webinars. So sometimes you sit here, hello, Dr. Bill.
Well, let's get who's here. Wow, what a crowd.
Yeah.
So good to
one of the
see
things
you
I
all.
just wanted, wow, it's great. I just like the backdrop, it's getting better and better. The lagging is not there. Honestly, it's really great. It shows that the tech team are working really hard, to get everything ready. So we know it's not really easy to build an application like this, especially video conferencing. The reason why I'm saying this is because when Fumi make the statement that someone said, when are we going to? We are already in. Instead to say when, ask yourself, what am I doing? Not when are we going to? Are you ready? When Ms. Ashe always make that statement, are you ready? Do you know the application? Do you know what to do when the time comes? Because you remember you own a shop, you own a business. Mr. Ash built a business for all of us. Do you know how to run your own business when the time comes? So when is never, because remember yesterday, Ash said something which is really big yesterday in the Oron show, Oron and Mino show. I said it, I listened. He said they will release without telling us, like the way they release O Connect. We'll only see things appearing in the back office, but they will not come and make any announcement because they've passed that stage of making announcement. Now, how prepared are you to start running your business? That's the question we have to be asking ourselves. How much do you know about OnPassive? Because if you don't know, honestly, you will delay yourself. People will be flying and you will say, all right, am I not a founder? I'm the same like all of them. Why am I not growing? It's because you never pay attention to learn your business. While others were trying to know the business, what OnPassive has to offer, you were there questioning, when are they going to release traffic? When are they going to release this product? When are they going to put, I know everything that everybody is thinking. That's what we are thinking. But when I'm thinking about the payment processor coming, or Mr. Ashfara open or connect now for us to start to activate, giving us the bonus and everything Mr. Ashfara have always told us, nothing have changed. It's just getting there, but nothing have changed. Mr. Ash said, if I don't say it, it means I've not changed anything. And if I change it, I will come and tell you guys what has happened. It means everything that Mr. Ashfara have told us still stand. But how prepared are you when you're asking a question? How prepared are you? When they open the traffic, what are you going to do? How are you going to build your business so you grow like others? This is the time for us to sit back, understand it, because Ash will never come again and teach us like the way he used to come and educate us. Now it is gone because now the corporate is just trying to expand OnPassive, building a lot of applications. There is no time for Mr. Ash himself. So the only place we can learn is to come to a webinar like this, to ask your question, ask about how do I grow my business? This is what we have to be talking. When the time comes, do I really know enough to grow my business? That's the type of question I'll be asking, because I know whether we like it or not, it is there. Mr. Ash, OnPassive is already there. There is no way we can escape it. The time of, there is no room for failure. It's just to push a button and everything will start. And when it starts, like Madi said, there is no turning back. There is no turning back. When you start the engine, no way. There's no stopping. So let us just get ready, learn our business as much as possible, because we don't have time anymore. So I will leave it there. Thank you, Mr. Comfort.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Thank you.
Anybody?
Can you see any hand raised? Oh, okay.
Let me just say thank you to each and every one of you.
So,
thank you.
Okay. Thank you. So, Mama Maxine, I will hand over that back to you to close the meeting then, if there are no questions. Thank you.
Wow, what a great webinar with OConnect we have this Sunday. We are thanking everyone that took their little times to be here with us today. We know you have so many other things to do, but you choose to be in OConnect, OTech Pro and Hero webinar with us because we mean something to you. Thank you so much. We hope to see you again next Sunday at same time, and the link will be posted in our back office, in our various group, WhatsApp, Telegram, Facebook. Please share it with somebody. Bring someone with you. All sharing is caring, caring is love. If we want this to go viral, we have to sell it to our people. We have to tell everyone to come and see. Let us not be the only one that we have this good jewelry with us in our backdrop home. Thank you so much again, and we appreciate everyone. Next Sunday, we're going to have a great topic, and we are in it to win it. Thank you.
Thank you.